It started the night after I burned down my building. I was sitting on top of the fancy granite island in my brother's kitchen, inhaling a bag of his pretzels while systematically knocking back the bottles of Stella that had been in his fridge. And no, I didn't have a drinking problem. I had a life problem. As in, my life sucked, and I needed to fall into a coma variety of sleep if I were going to have any shot at formulating a plan for my future when I woke up. Jack had agreed, after much begging, to let me stay with him for a month. Enough time to get a job and find my own place, as long as I agreed to be on my best behavior and stay out of his roommate's way. He seemed a little too old to have a roommate, if you asked me, but who was I to judge? Big Brother had given me a hug and a key and left me for 50-cent wing night at Billy's bar. So I was home alone and bawling to Adele on his Alexa. It was already woe is me music, but when she started crooning about a fire starting in her heart, it made me think about the fire that started on my deck, and I totally lost it. I was full on ugly crying when my phone buzzed and halted the meltdown. A number I didn't know texted,
"So, tell me exactly what you're wearing."
"A pervy wrong number?" I wiped my nose and typed, "Your mom's wedding dress and her favorite thong?" No more than 5 seconds went by before Mr. Wrong Number texted,
What?
I texted, "Seriously, babe, I thought you'd think it's hot." Mr. Wrong Number.
Babe? What the fuck?
That actually made me snort out a tiny laugh. The thought of some dude getting cold showered via text. It was super weird that babe was where he was getting tripped up, as opposed to the monstrosity of an edible lingerie suggestion. But he'd also used the tired, "What are you wearing" line. So, who could really say about a guy like that? I texted, "Would you prefer something less momish?" Mr. Wrong Number.
Oh no, it sounds totally hot. You cool with me rocking cargo shorts, socks with sandals, and your dad's jockstrap?
That made me smile, in the midst of my full-on life collapse and resultant crying binge. Me. I'm so turned on right now. Please tell me you'll whisper dad jokes in my ear while we bonk. Mr. Wrong Number.
Yeah, baby jokes and weather anecdotes come fully loaded. And bonk is the sexiest word in the English language, by the way.
Me. Agreed. Mr. Wrong Number.
I texted the wrong number, didn't I?
Me. Yeah, you did. I hiccuped. The beer was finally kicking in, and decided to give the guy a break. I texted, "But go get after it, bud. Land that bonk." Smiley face emoji. Mr. Wrong Number.
This is the weirdest text exchange I've ever had.
Me. Same. Good luck and good night. Mr. Wrong Number.
Thanks for the support, and good night to you as well.
Once the Stella started making me tired, I decided to shower. Bye-bye, smoky hair. And go to bed. I dug through my duffel for clothes, but then I remembered, duh, the fire. All I had were the clothes that had been in the bottom of my gym locker and some rando mismatched separates that had fallen onto the floorboards of my back seat on multiple laundry days. I found a Cookie Monster pajama top, but discovered I didn't actually own a single bottom. No pajama bottoms, no jeans, no shorts. The only pants I owned, now, were the stinky gym shorts currently covering my ass. Was not owning pants my rock bottom? Thank God I had clean underwear. I had one pair of neon yellow boy shorts that said, "Eat the rich" across the back, and their presence in my life kept me dangling from the balcony that hovered just above bottom. I took a 30-minute shower, tipsily smitten with a pouring rain shower head and Jack's roommate's expensive conditioner. I accidentally dropped the slippery plastic bottle, which made the pump top break off, and sent the majority of the luxurious creme slathering out all over the slick floor of the shower. I knelt down and scooped as much as I could back into the bottle, setting it carefully on the shower shelf and hoping no one would notice. Spoiler, they always noticed.